It's a special Sunday here at the Holy Cross Cathedral. It is the season of creation, and everything around it points to the day's theme. The dominant color is also to drive home the point: the greener, the better. But first, prayers for the vineyard.
Let us pray to the Lord, brothers and sisters, the Lord of the vineyard.
In praise, they raise prophetic voices, and all is about saving the planet Earth. The Catholic Archbishop of the Metropolitan See of Lagos delivers the message, and it's crystal clear. The earth is entrusted to mankind for use, and the care is a moral and divine mission to be undertaken by everyone, young and old.
God is the landowner, the owner of the vineyard, and each of us is a tenant to whom he entrusted different portions of the vineyard. Many things we have been asked to do. For instance, to avoid the use of plastic materials, plastic bottles, nylon bags, and so on and so forth. And if by any chance that proves difficult, ensure that you do not use and throw away. Use and reuse and reuse.
After the Mass, the congregants and the church leadership proceed for a symbolic tree planting exercise.
The Holy Father, Pope Francis, decided to call attention to one of the teachings that have always been there, but there has not been adequate attention to it. So 5 years ago, he gave us the document Laudato Si, which was to call attention of everybody, and then to call everybody to action, one way or the other, in order to ensure that we are able to preserve the earth, conserve it, and keep it healthy for generations to come.
Care for creation is a gospel. There's a theology around it. You cannot love God without loving your neighbor and loving creation which he created. So everything is interconnected. Love of God, love of neighbor, and love of creation. So that's why we are now championing this cause very seriously, because the Pope did this encyclical on the environment 5 years ago. It's more or less adopted by the United Nations. Why? Because they realize the groundswell of religious followership, and they know that more faith-based organizations that come on board to do this thing, they will achieve their goals faster than they have done in the last few years.
The church also reached out to the elderly and the needy in seeking to address what the Pope calls the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor. Dari Idu, Channels Television News.